Hey everybody, welcome to Axion Token channel live, and of course we've got lots to talk about, so let's get into it. Grab yourself a drink. As always, we like to be hospitable here, and sit back and relax. We're going to look through Axion and Axion's latest other project, Warp, and so we're going to check out that too. So grab yourself a seat, folks, and let's get into it. So if you haven't subscribe, like, share, hit the bell, and let's get into it, folks. Let me just check the audio is up and running, and check that. Let's have a look. So gonna just double check that. Very, very cool. Let's put some emojis in the chat there. And bam. All right. Looks good. So feeling good about this one. Let's go. Here we are on Axion.network. So if you want to get into buy and stake in one go on Axion, this is where you do it. You've obviously got the website here. Check this out. Do your investment due diligence, Axion.network. And you check out the accelerator here on the website. This is where you get all the buy and the bonuses when you buy and stake in one go through the accelerator. Very, very cool. So definitely check all this out. As you can see, pretty slick. What is the accelerator? What are the rewards that you get in there? Also the collider, which is a bonus NFT that you get, and you may get a bonus in stake with that, and that's pretty huge too. So go through all that stuff. You can play around with the calculator as well and do the returns. There is assumptions on these, of course. The wrap Bitcoin does dividends depends on the percentage at the particular time that the community's voted for, and also the sellout of the accelerator. So take that into account. And then, of course, there's the upside. If the price does really huge, you get the upside. Now, of course, is the best time to pick up Axion. You'll pick up the most as it's trying to find that bottom at this stage. So very, very cool. It is curving down. We're going to check out the price shortly. But here is the accelerator and the collider, and check that out. Of course, if you have any questions, get into Discord and Telegram. As well, we've got 24-hour service there. They are the best in crypto for service. If you want to get to the Axion portal to actually enter the accelerator and the collider, hit the Axion portal there. That will take you to this site here, stake.axion.network, and you can see the accelerator over on the left here. This is where you buy and stake. The collider, this is where you can try and win a 4% chance of winning a bonus stake on the collider. Your stakes will all show up on the staking page here. Very, very cool. Your bonus stake, you can your bonus NFT collider that you get in the accelerator, it shows up here, and you can actually try and win that. Very cool. And then, of course, your collider NFT that you get when you buy and stake through the accelerator will show up here. So those are the 4 key pages you want to be on. We're going to go to the accelerator, have a check this out. But let's go to the chat there. I think we've got B in the house. Hey, B, how's it going, man? Hope all is well. Glad to be here today. Hey, B, great to see you as well in the chat. So if you're watching this after the live stream, let me know, leave some comments, and I will respond to all of those for sure. We've got to talk about Axion today, of course, and then we're going to get into Warp, which the Axion development team has about to launch in a day and a half. So we're going to check that out too. It's going to be pretty cool. Stay tuned for that. Currently, we're 3% sold out on the accelerator. We've got 12 hours and 38 minutes to go. It ticks up every 24 hours, gets recharged. It starts off at 375 million bonus, and it gets allocated to people that buy and stake on the Axion staking platform, and 365 million is left at the moment. Let's have a look at the actual stats at the moment. So 10.4 million Axion's been sold so far. Axion burned 5.5 million, and wrap Bitcoin paid out to stake of 0.00367. But once again, it's only early days with the accelerator here. So those are the results so far. And then, of course, Matic is people have used Matic, and some USDC and some wrap Bitcoin have been used to buy and invest there. I always like to click the advanced button, of course, if you're going to do that. Hook up your wallet over on the top left. And of course, it's super cheap, super fast on Polygon. That's where Axion lives now, and it's super cheap, super fast. And I'm sure if you've been on Ethereum, you can appreciate it being super cheap as well, and not having failed transactions. That's another bonus. So there's 6 different tokens, of course: Matic, Wrapped ETH, USDC, DAI Stable, Wrap Bitcoin, and Chainlink. You can choose any of those. Put in the amount that you want to invest of those, of course. That will show up over on the right here. Shows your dollar amount and your Axion in the right column, and your shares. So when you stake Axion, after you get all the bonuses on the right here, you get some shares in return. And of course, the more shares you have, the more the rewards you get. It's that simple. So choose your token, put in the amount, and then so if we did something like, let's see, we did 740 Matic. How much is that? That's just over $1,000. So that'd be pretty cool. So just over $1,000 investment. If we stake for 15.2 years, 5,505 days, we'd get the full bonus 15%. So basically, approximately, you get 1% bonus through the accelerator for every year that you stake over 350 days. So that's pretty much it. So if you did 2 years, you get 2% bonus, 3 years, 3% bonus, etc. 5 years, 5% bonus. So that's how it works. So if we change the period, the staking days is really what determines your rewards that you get. There are 4 rewards. There is the accelerator bonus. There's big payday bonus, which are 4 in the next 4 years. And of course, on top of that, there's the particle NFT. And then, of course, there's wrapped Bitcoin dividends. And you can withdraw those at any time, which is a beautiful thing if you're after Bitcoin as well. So pretty nice. So all you have to do is change this. The minimum staking period is 120 days. And the minimum period to get the bonus, to start getting bonuses, is 350 days. So that's pretty much it. 120 days the minimum. And 350 days is when you start getting some bonus. So 350 days will get you 1% over there. Plus you'll get the first big payday. You can see it's ticked. So the longer you stake, you'll see that you'll start getting big paydays ticked, and your accelerated bonus will go up. That's simple. And of course, you get a particle NFT. A very good chance you could win up to $2,130 at the moment. You got a 4% chance. Depending on what NFT you get. You could get a 2x NFT, a 3x NFT, a 4x NFT, a 5x NFT, or even a 10x NFT, which are pretty rare. You can either just hold on to those, you could sell them on OpenSea, or you could use it in the Collider, and you could get a bonus stake. That could give a massive return on investment, potentially a 10x, as we said, potentially. There's a chance, of course, 4% chance of winning. There we are. I think it's about $18,500 given away in the last 2 months. Approximately, so pretty amazing through that. Now, the passive income, of course, the wrapped Bitcoin dividends, you get that as well. It does depend on how much gets sold out through the accelerator every day, but you get that wrapped Bitcoin based on your shares that you have after staking, and of course, that goes to your staking page, and you can withdraw that at any time, which is pretty cool. You can see a dolphin here has just staked 394,000 Axion for 5,555 days, so pretty nice. That's what people are doing. So that's why you buy and stake. So pretty cool. On top of that, of course, Axion has a launch pad, and that brings us to, we've had all these launches, very cool projects. I particularly like Luxy and Babel and Securitas myself. Those are pretty cool. But the latest and greatest, of course, is actually developed by the Axion team, and that's the Warp project. So we're going to talk about that shortly. Stay tuned for that. Let's see who else is in the chat. We've got Solex. Hi, everybody. Hey, great to see Solex in the chat. And SA Homebuyer, love an Axion. Hey, been a while. SA, yeah, I know that you're looking to pick up some at this really good bargain prices. SA Homebuyer, so keep up the good work there. Accumulate, because the accelerator also accumulates. It basically buys Axion 55% at the moment, and then it burns Axion, and that is helping over time. At the moment, we haven't seen that yet because we've still got more sellers than buyers, but it's definitely helping in the long run. Let's go to the dashboard and check out those overall numbers. We've got total supply at the moment, 334 billion Axion. 24% of that is circulating supply. That is 79.8 billion. Now, that's actually gone under 80 billion 2 days ago. That's a really good sign. I'm liking what I see there. Total staked, 76%, 254.3 billion is staked. That's an incredible amount. And, of course, staked for max shares is 49%. Now, part of circulating supply is about 10, 11 billion in the team's development wallet, and they don't generally touch that if they can help it, and that's pretty cool as well. So just take that into account. You're probably down under 70 billion there. Very cool. So staked for max shares, of course, 49%. Oh, the other thing that's in the circulating supply is also the sushi swap pair as well. I think there's about 2 billion or so in there as well. So cool. The stack max shares is 49%, and that's people that stake 15.2 years. That's a massive 49%, is incredible. And that's 162.8 billion. It's just mind-boggling. And of course, the average stake length is over 8 years, and that is the best in the CD market compared to Hex, which is 6.13 years or 1.2 today. And of course, compared to Wise, which is about 3.5 years. So those are the 3 leading certificate deposits on the blockchain. So pretty cool. The total Axion burned is 36.2 billion Axion burned. Fantastic. Now, 12 billion of that was on the Ethereum blockchain. It's been brought over to Polygon, and now the accounting all adds up, which is beautiful. We love to have the numbers that are easy for people to pick up. Very nice. Let's go see what the burn we had today and see what we got. Because typically around this time, we do get a burn at this stage. So we're going to check that out. So let's see what's been happening there. Taking a little while here on the Polygon scan. That's what we're on. Not Ether scan, Polygon scan, because we're on Polygon Matic. So 8 minutes ago, folks, woohoo! We've got another 12.7 million there. Very cool. So we're going to go post that. We like to do that. Why not? Let's just go do it. Burn, baby, burn. I love that section of this stream. So let's do it. Burn, baby, burn. And we're going to paste that number in. And oh, I've got capitalizations here. Axion. Burn Axion. Total burn. Now, total burn, I should have remembered it, that's for sure. Total burn now 36.22. Let's do that. 36.22. 36.22 billion with a B. Billion Axion. Nice. And we're going to love that. So very, very cool. This, folks, is the burn, baby, burn. Good luck to get there. I'm going to get the fire in the house. Let's go. Bam. And, of course, we're going to get the fire up. Hopefully, I'll be faster on that one. Bam. And, yes. Did I get there first? I'm not sure. Oblio, did you beat me? I think Oblio might have beat me on the burn there. But, hey, it's worth it. So, fire. Let's get the fire emojis. I've got to get that up. And I always want to paste that kid there, but it's just a bit terrifying. That's for sure. You're on fire. Let's put the line in there. That's what we want. Nice. So, yeah, pretty cool. Let's put the Supernova NFT on there too. Nice. You're on fire. I love it. So that's pretty cool. The burn is happening, so that's nice. And we'll take whatever we can there. Crypto Casino says, hi, all popped in for a bit before work. Hey, Crypto Casino, good to see you. And an Axion Token channel member and an Axion community content promoter. So we're always great to see Crypto Casino in there. I hope you got your McDonald's coffee. To be sure. I was just thinking that you should have your coffee to be sure. There we are. There's my fake accent, Irish accent. So very, very cool on that. And let us see where we're at. So that is the results. The dashboard shows you the over ecosystem results. The accelerator is where you buy and stake in one go and get all the bonuses. Earn up to 47% API. That does depend on the accelerator selling out, but it does include is inclusive of Bitcoin divs, and also get up to 10x multiplier NFT for the collider. And of course, that could be a massive bonus on your ROI, big time. And of course, you can use your particle NFT that you get through the accelerator when you buy and stake for free. In here, you deposit in here, set up your staking period. The longer, the better, and you'll get a bit more rewards. And if you've got a 4% chance of winning that, good luck to you. Your stakes will show up here with the wallet value on here, the shares that you get when you stake your Axion, maybe swap Axion for shares. And then, of course, you have your stakes at the bottom. Very, very nice. So if you do win a collider stake, that will show up at the bottom of this page, as well as the one that you bought through the accelerator. Very, very cool. If you don't use your particle NFT that you get through the accelerator, it will just sit here on the NFT collection. Cool. So very, very nice. Let us jump away from this, and we're going to go to the Axion price. The Axion price at the moment, quadruple 04329. You couldn't get a better price at the moment. It is stunning. I think yesterday was slightly lower, quadruple 04019. Obviously, it's paired with Ethereum, so it has been moving down with Ethereum. Given it's an altcoin, it can move quite. If it's got a bonded pair with Ethereum, it can move relatively more than Ethereum. So that's what we've seen. We haven't seen a big sell, folks. We haven't seen a big sell by one of the big bag holders since the 18th. So this is not the price moving down here. It's not due to big holders. The last big holder we saw was over 100 million. That was on the 18th. We haven't seen anything since then, folks. So just take that into account. So this is not whales or big sharks or something like that selling the price down. This is just your average punter buying and selling and reflecting the crypto market, where we had some major pullbacks with the Federal Reserve and all that stuff happening. So actually, Axion's still holding up pretty well despite the slight decline in price, given that context. It is getting cheaper, of course. The cheaper it gets, the more Axion you bagged. And of course, if you've got diamond hands, if you're looking for the medium long term, that Axion won't go on the market because you'll be holding it, you'll be staking it, you'll be earning the 8% per annum, plus the wrap Bitcoin dividends, as well as all the upsides from the launch partners and the rest of it that goes with it. So some pretty interesting stuff going on there. And of course, you can see the rate of decrease as fallen down. It's very low now with the angulation there. So we are expecting a bottom at some stage there. And man, the upside could be pretty cool. Now, there will be some changes to the Axion Accelerator tokenomics. There is going to be a community vote, and that means that the buy and burn from the Accelerator to Sushi Swap buying Axion could increase from 55% to 70%. I myself am actually pretty in favor of that, but once again, it is a community vote, and I think I love that. I love that democracy in the DAO that we have. So very, very cool, and we'll look forward to the vote for that. Crypto Coffee says, yep, coffee in hand. So great one, Crypto Casino. I love that coffee. Slash in the house, whiskey in it. Yeah, you got whiskey in that coffee for McDonald's. I don't know if McDonald's serves that. I don't know whether they've made one for McDonald's or not, but there we are. /no work today, mate. Yeah, that's right. He's got work, so he can't have that for sure. So that's just no work for me. I got retrenched for a few months ago. I'm having a holiday. Nice one, Slash. And nice one, says Crypto Casino. So pretty cool. All right, so man, the amount of bags that you can pick up for this. Let's actually have a look. So we've got ETH at $2,360, and of course that's on the Polygon chain. Let's. I'm not sure where the where is the swap here. Swap. Let's do that. So swap here, and let's do 1 ETH. So 1 ETH at the moment will get you 1 ETH cost. 1 ETH is worth $2,360 US. That will get you 53.5 million Axion, folks. Man, that could really just a couple of buyers like that. We could really start moving the price up. So that's it. 50. That's amazing. That is such good value. Very, very cool. All right, so that's not looking good. Total liquidity, $188,000 US at the moment. Daily volume is massive today, actually. 90, really? Oh, what? 97,800? Really? Is that how much volume we had today? Last 24 hours? Cannot be. Surely not. Let me have a look at 20. I'm not sure if that figure's right, but hey, that's what it's saying, but that doesn't seem right. Market cap, $3.5 million of the market cap. And I think that's it. Circulating supply, yeah, that's pretty much on par with what we've got on the accelerator there, so not too bad. Yeah, 1 ETH. Oh, it's already got an automatic buy here. 1 ETH will get you 54.98 million, it says here. So that's slightly different to what we got through the swap there. Let's have a look at Nomics. Nomics, the total market cap looking at 1.69 trillion. We've got Bitcoin at 36,000. That's up a little bit, thank goodness, up 3%. We really don't want the market to get too bearish. I call it half bear at the moment. The crypto market is half bear. And let's go into Bitcoin just briefly, and we'll see that the market's half bear at the moment. We're going to scroll down to the bottom here, and hopefully this is right. Yeah, 53% of all-time highs. So, 47%, it's like half bear. Rather than, maybe a full correction might be like 85%, something like that, if it was a real serious correction. Although I don't think Bitcoin's going to go through that level of correction unless we had a complete economic meltdown. That's the only way I could see that happening as well. So I do see Bitcoin as a speculative asset rather than a store of value at this stage, but I think it will transition to a store of value in time. Let's have a look at the Nomics back up here. Ethereum is sitting at $2,384, and that's pretty flat. Binance Coin 362, pretty flat. Cardano at $1.01 for Cardano. Oh my goodness. I really had high hopes for Cardano, but they have had a few little hiccups here and there, and on the chain and on some of the dApps, obviously with the recent Sunday swap launch, which I did cover, but I did talk about that. They had some issues in testing, and they did have some issues going live, but I think that it's probably going to come right as rain when the devs fix it up. That's down 2%. XRP 59 cents. Oh my gosh. Remember that was over $1. That is down 1%. And Solana at number 8 is at $89.75 for 3%. That's had some issues too. Terra $64 up 1.18, and Hex sitting there at 19.1, 2.4. Now Hex just got pumped with a multi-million-dollar buy. Came into Hex just in the last hour, so that's been pretty fancy seeing that. That's our top 10, folks, on there, and it's sort of like just quieted down. We do have the big Fed announcement coming within the next, 12 to 24 hours on the interest rates and the hawkishness there. And also, we do have more tech results coming out for some of the leading tech companies, Google, Tesla. I don't think they're out yet, but I think they're coming out this week. So there's something to look for. Solix says $97K daily volume. Yeah, it seems pretty high there, Solix. And Solix is 21 weekly EMA is 25K. Could be the bottom. Yeah, I agree with you on that. Hey, we've got some bots in there. I've got no moderators in the chat at the moment. So there we are. Here's a Solix, you've just been promoted to moderator. I hope you don't mind. Appreciate your service, and I'm just going to hide this bot here. Let's hide that. Bam. Got a little Russian bot coming in, so we got rid of that one. All right, so cool. Let's jump over to go over to general. Now we're going to jump over from Axion, of course, which is the main project for this channel. And we're going to move over to Warp, which is actually built by the Axion developers as well. It's got a massive following. It is very innovative at the frontier. So we're going to check out. That's got kind of a mix between DeFi and GameFi together. Really, really is cool. And so let's have a look here. It's basically based on a kind of a treasury setup. So we're going to check that out. Let us jump over from Axion now. I think we're just going to, before we do that, let's have a look quick at a couple of the Axion Twitters. and see what, there's no announcements from Axion, so we'll look at some of the social media tweets that they've put out as well. So this is yesterday. So they had stuff around Axion, stake Axion, nice, and making money-making collisions, buy into Accelerator and receive free particle NFT. So they've had that in there, nice. So the NFTs contain a multiplier of Axion you bought. The multiplier is randomly given up to 10x with a max bonus stake of 50 million. So pretty nice on that. And of course, we had a few things. Take stress out of your day, Axion, nice, I like that. And what else? I bought the dip. Yep, definitely there was quite a tip, wasn't it, from the crypto market. Come join the Axion Discord hangout. So social fixation runs that. Very, very cool. So that's on Mondays and Saturdays on Discord. And also Axion runs social stuff on Telegram as well. So nice. Take a step in the future with Axion. I like that. Today also in the news, Axion. I like that. Yeah, cool. That's pretty cool. Stake Axion and Bitcoin. That's nice. And what else? We got something around the this is the Federal Reserve building. Talking about the interest rates and the hawkishness there. We'll see whether they do up to 4 rate hikes and maybe 1 in March as expected. So we'll find out about stuff like that. Inflation's over 7%, and they might be able to hit that a little bit at 1 to 2%, but they really don't have a lot of options. And they'll be hoping that GDP actually reduces, which is kind of not great for everybody else. So we'll see how that gets on. All right, so we're going to jump over to the Warp. And we had a big announcement from the Warp team today. You can see that the Warp team's got pretty much everybody that's in the Accelerator, in the Axion team work in there as well, plus many of the partner teams in here as well. So you can see lots of partners and different people in there. So pretty cool. Let's have a look at the news. Very cool. Let's jump up here. I don't know where we were up yesterday. Let's have a look here. So this is the news today. Call me Jace. Joel is who's in the Warp team, also the creative director for Axion. And the marketing team there. The official Warp tutorials are now live, plus double liquidity announcement. So this is pretty cool. With just 2 days remaining until launch, the ground crew has been working hard to make sure everything is set for our collective departure. Make sure you guys are ready for getting your DAI and MY tokens on the Polygon network so you can bond and get access to those limited spaceship parts. Don't forget that the strength of the part you receive is proportional to the amount you bond. All right, so that's very important. Don't forget the strength of the part you receive is proportional to the amount you bond. So that part's got a certain amount of strength depending on how much you bond. So higher bond values will distribute stronger, faster NFT parts. And that's going to be important, I guess, for getting high yields, getting better ships, and getting to new planets. Check out our complete tutorial series now live on YouTube. So they've set up a new channel, of course, for the Warp project. We're going to check that out where you can go and see videos that is not on the Axion official channel. And congratulations to the Axion team, just getting over 2,000 subscribers on that channel. Big shout out to the marketing team there. Of course, very, very cool. And check out our complete tutorial series now live on YouTube, from a comprehensive overview of Warp to a breakdown of how to get NFT Starship parts, a step-by-step process for getting LP tokens. So LP tokens are liquidity pool tokens when you provide liquidity for the biggest ROI returns, to how to build your Starship and engage it via the map. So how to play the game, basically. It is matching DeFi and GameFi together and making investment fun. That's pretty much what it does. Very, very cool. Our complete navigator tutorial series is now live. Go check it out so that you know everything you need to do inside the Warp ecosystem and web app before we go live. And it's only a day and a half away. We're going to look at the countdown soon. The first video in the playlist is also a good video to send out to your friends if you want to introduce them to Warp. It shows off our fancy map too, so we look forward to that. The second part, of course, was not just the video tutorial series for Warp, how to use it stuff, is also the liquidity, which is very important. So Warp is launching with $400,000 in liquidity. That's a really great amount. Thanks to the explosive community growth we've experienced over the last few weeks, as a team, wanted to make sure that we can have a more stable launch environment and a better shield against volatility, especially with recent market conditions. So we pooled our resources and have doubled the liquidity, launch liquidity. Very nice. This means that our liquidity pool will now contain 200,000 DAI, 800 Warp. So it's a stable coin, folks, different from Axion, which has Ethereum on the Polygon network. So this is using DAI. Now, the Axion team does want to move if the ETH price is permissible, preferably over $4,000 from ETH to a stable coin. So it's this interesting that they're already doing this on the Warp project. So very exciting. 800 Warp, and it's going to be at $250 starting price, 200 stake Warp, and $100,000 in the treasury at launch. And of course, this is the key part, this treasury. This underpins the value in the project. And also people actually come in with these kind of setups to actually based on the treasury value, and they actually speculate the price up. So I think we're going to get a pretty strong price out of the gate here, folks. It's going to be pretty massive, especially with the huge following in Discord. We've got members, 17,600 members. Twitter follows 18,400, and that's growing. There's a competition and referral process on at the moment that we can win prizes as well. We might just pick on that in a second as well. We believe the high liquidity and treasury balances will create a strong launch environment, even in weak market conditions, and create a more fair opportunity for all warp captains. So once you get a ship working, you get the right parts. You have to get the right parts to get the ship working. You'll become a warp captain to gain access to the token at reasonable prices during our launch window. That being said, this is one of the most hype-worthy crypto projects of 2022. So even with more liquidity, we're expecting some pretty galactic price action. And I think so too. I think pretty confident with that. So cheers, everybody. I think this is some great news. Really is. Don't forget, there are 2 more days in our final Discord invite blitz as well. This is what I was talking about. Invite your friends and community for a chance to win 1,000 USDC plus a starship. Be sure to check the announcement for details. Now, I did post that link on the community tab here on Axion Token channel, so you can check that on the community tab, and you can join up to Discord if you haven't so far, and then get yourself your own referral. You get that basically by going to the general part of the community chat and then going up to the top here and getting yourself invite people, but you must be on the general folder to make sure you get a custom referral there, and you can edit that so it doesn't expire as well at the bottom of that. So cool. To Lightspeed and beyond, everybody says the captain. So nice. We've got some nice video stuff there. So we're going to jump over there as well. Let us jump over to the videos. So we've got the videos up here, YouTube link there. I'm going to post that in the chat there. Let me just get that in there. Bam. And post that. Nice. All right. So Solix says the Jace videos are really helpful. Yeah, I just looked at a little bit just of the intro. I haven't watched a whole lot of them, just the intro. It seemed very professional. So hats off to them. True Blues 75's in the house. Hey, True Blue 75. Good to see you as well. And it's nice to see you on different crypto channels that I'm running. So nice, True Blue. Always a pleasure. And Solix says there will be 500 pirate ships. Those pirate ships look badass, don't they? They're in the roadmap. They're not here yet, right? They're still to come. So that's the way I understand it. So there's the YouTube videos, folks. If you want to join, you can subscribe to the Warp channel. Let's jump over there. But before we do that, let's look at the official website. This is warp.bond. The link's in the video description. And I will put the YouTube channel there too. So this is where it's at the moment. I think the countdown's here. Yeah, 1 day and 11 hours to go, or 12 hours. That's 11 hours and 59 minutes. So 1.5 days, just like I said on the title. Very, very cool. There's a spaceship in action. There are lots of different spaceships. And of course, you go to a planet once you've got a spaceship and you're supposed to try and yield farm that. So definitely watch the how-to videos. Very, very cool. I have to watch all those myself. And of course, the warp bonds there, the starships of warp. Very, very cool. You need 3 parts, of course, a hull, a bridge, and an engine. And of course, then you'll also need some fuel cells. So you've got to get the right combination of parts. That's the tricky part. You could buy a number of parts and still not have a full ship. So I guess that's you might have to get some more parts for that and then be able to trade the parts, of course, as the other way. Season 1 starships. These are all the ones available at the moment. Looking cool. Javelin, Viper, Hercules. So nice. I do see this exclusive mint here. It's got a big old traditional tall ship in it. That looks pretty cool with the little jet engines in the back. So there's definitely some other cool ships as well. And this is just season 1 starship. So it looks pretty good, doesn't it? Let's jump over to the how-to videos though. Obviously here we are on Warp here. And this is how to get it. So this is the intro video, introduction to Warp. And you can subscribe here. They just got 43 subscribers. Just launched this, of course. So this will grow very fast. I imagine this will have thousands of subscribers in no time at all. And probably get over 10,000 based on how many people they got in the Discord there. Looks pretty awesome. So this is the how-to video. And of course, there's lots of cool stuff happening on this video. Introduction there. Already 372 views on this. And what else we got going? So we've got a whole ton. We've got why should I bond over here? Introducing the Warp dashboard. How to warp NFT starship parts. How to buy warp bonds. How to stake and unstake your warp bonds, how to build, view, and manage your NFT starships in the Warp Hangar. I like that, Warp Hangar, nice one. The Fuel Center, how to refuel your warp starships. They're not war starships, the war starships. And the final one, the warp map and how to engage the warp jump. Let's actually jump to that. Let's have a look at there and see whether we got any cool on the map. I just want to check the map there. So cool. Oh, look at this. This is the interface. Wow. So you got the dashboard here, warp economic overview, the galactic feed, the connected wallet. Nice. You got stake, bonds, hanger, map, and calculator. Very, very cool. So we're going to jump over to some of this. Bam. Let's jump to that. Bam. So here we are. We've clicked the map, and we've got the map here. Earth, Proxima B. We've got some other planets here. Now, they will, I believe, will have partnership planets, is my understanding. So very, very cool. We'll be looking forward to see if they have an Axion planet, that's for sure. It'll be something we're looking for. So cool on that. And what else they got? They got the ships here. Very nice. And that's got the cool map there. I'm just scrum through. They got destination planet. Very nice. So it seems to be fairly simple. So it's quite, it should be not too difficult to follow there. Let's have a look here. So they put the planet in. Fuel to be consumed 1455 units, and the time of arrival 3 hours 26 minutes. So not too bad. They got a ship there selected as well. So you could have a fleet of ships. You've got all these different ships that you could choose from here. Fleet management. Nice on that. So what else we got going? Very cool. So that's pretty nice on there. Let's have a look at one of the other ones there. Let's have a look at the hangar one. Let's have a look at the hangar one. We'll probably go to the hangar tab here. Let's have a look. Bam. And we've got, we're on the dashboard here. Let's jump to the hangar. I'm sure we're going to jump to there soon. Let's go there. Yeah, so we've clicked on the hangar here, and we've got the starship parts. So your starship parts, manage your starships, build a starship, fuel center. So cool. So you're going to have your parts, and then you can be able to build a starship. You need those 3 parts, remember, to do that. So you need, where would we go? You need these 3 parts. Let's go back. You need a hull, a bridge, and an engine. So you'll have those in here, a hull, engines, and fuel cells. You'll have to make a combination of those to get your starship, manage your starships, build a starship. Very cool. What else we got there? Nice. Let's jump forward here. So there's some really cool videos. Just highlighting a few of these now. And let's see what else we got here. You probably need certain parts for these ships. Fleet management. These are the ships that you have. What else we got going there? Some cool stuff here. You got the starship information. Mint number as well. That mint number is probably going to be important. If you got low mint number, that might add to the value of it. The strength will certainly add to the value. So if you've bonded more, have more strength to the part, it'll probably add more value. It's got other features, class and speed. So it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. Choose a hull, of course, with the speed. Nice. Building the starship. So you got to put the parts in there. So this has picked up 3 parts, a hull, engine, and bridge. It's got the different power levels, strength and speed, begin assembly. And then, of course, it's building the starship. Nice. And transaction pending. So it looks like there's a transaction involved for that on Polygon. Manufacture complete. So you built a starship with the parts, 26, strength 2000, speed 1000, mint number. Very, very cool. You can view it on OpenSea and name your ship as well. That's pretty badass on that one. So nice. Name your starship. Very cool. Warp is awesome. Yeah, it's cool. And we'll jump through there. Warp is awesome. Nice. So there we are. We looked at the map. That's where you're going to travel to get your high yield to different planets. We looked at your warp there. They've also got the bonding part, the map, and, of course, the stake. So bonds. Where's the bond one there? How to stake and unstake your warp tokens. How to buy warp bonds. How to get warp NFT starship parts. So it's pretty cool. So let's have a quick look at that just while we're here. We're just having too much fun with this, really. Crypto Jackson House got the Superman in there. Very cool. Good to see you, Crypto Jack. Lick that like button and subscribe, says Crypto Jack's nice. BS says, can't wait for this. Warp is pretty cool. Yeah, it's a nice match between, as I say, GameFi and DeFi together. And with that treasury supporting speculative value, could really, we've seen these to perform very well. And I think this is maybe an apex predator in that DAO space. So nice. So nice stuff happening here. We look over here. So we've got this warp system status. So nice cool little UI stuff going on here. We've got the treasury balance, the warp price. You can create a bond here. Got warp die, my, and of course the bond price, warp price, 5 days. So this could be pretty popular as well. So your balance, all sorts of stuff there. So definitely check out the videos, folks. That's pretty nice. We've checked out a couple of the key things there. And there's also the dashboard. We might end up with the dashboard, even though there's a few other videos. Let's jump over to there to look at that. So look, Galactic Feed, Connected Wallet, Warp Economy Overview, Economic Overview. It's got market price and all sorts of stuff. Treasury balance, very important. So some key stuff in there. Warp systems, ships in transit. That's pretty hilarious. And so forth. So this is going to be a great way of gamifying investment, making investment fun. But there could be, I think, some serious demand for this. We already see that in the Discord, looking super duper good. So I'll add that video link to the video description. That's the only link I haven't got on there, so I'll put that in there. Pretty nice, pretty nice. Yeah, definitely. There's also obviously the competition on at the moment in there as well. So let's have a look back up here. So this is on. I did paste this in the community tab on Axion Token here, but there is a Discord invite blitz. Of course, you can win a $1,000 plus a Starship, and of course, you're going to be able to go and get some APY off the planets for there. So that'd be a huge up and front runner getting these ships in these programs here. Second place 1,000 USDC, third place 500, etc. So pretty cool invite. Once I said all you have to go to general, go up to the invite there, select the invite. Which is the link, and then you can edit your invite link, and you can change it to never, of course, and of course no limit. You can have it no limit there. So cool, and you can generate your link. Nice. So that's how you do it. Copy, and away you go. So bam, and there we are. So if you want to join, there we are. Join the Discord there for Warp. There it is. Bam. There we are. That's how you do referrals, folks. Just like that. Bam. All right. So very, very cool. And let's get in the general. There's quite a few people commenting, of course, and they have been killing it with the members. 17,600 members, and that's in a very short space of time. Twitter followers 18,400, launching in a day and a half. Very, very nice. Those are the key links there, and of course the general chat there. There's a lot of other stuff, strategy, Warpart, all sorts of stuff on there. So you can get in there. Ruckus is in there. Prana, one of our moderators, is hanging out in there a lot. So cool to see that. Hats off to Prana. I hope Prana does well in there. Very, very nice. Hopefully Prana will win a ship or something. That'd be pretty cool. Very nice. All right, so I think that's just about it. Let us go back to the price. Axion price looking juicy. If you want to pick up massive bags, 1 ETH will get you basically 55 million Axion. That's huge. And of course, the buy and burn's going pretty well too. We're enjoying the buy and burn. That's going pretty good. 36.2 billion Axion has been burned. That's looking good. And the secondary supply is finally gone under 80 billion. That includes the team's wallet and of course the sushi swap as well. So we're making inroads into that burn. That's nice to see as well. So cool. And Accelerator is currently 97, 98% sold out. Always changes by 1 percentage point for some reason, but that's pretty much it. So nice place to finish, I think. So CC says, great stuff, Superman. Got to do some work now. Take care, all onwards and upwards. Hey, that's me too. I'm going to end up just finishing the live stream. But thanks for watching, everybody. And yeah, exciting things happening for sure. So take care, everybody. And I'll see you tomorrow or in the next one, probably pre-recorded video tomorrow, and then a live stream in another day's time. Yeah, I'll definitely be trying to cover the launch, maybe just after it's launched or something like that. And we'll get into a lot more detail. All right, take care now. Bye for now.